Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. If Sagittarius is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. And if there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. All right. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Sagittarius, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And look at that very strong, very assertive 5 of Wands to begin. That's a very powerful way to start the reading. Let's put that into some context, all right? Wow, look at that, a 9 of Cups. More water energy, more fire. Emperor card, more fire. More fire, more fire. A lot of fire, Sagittarius. Sometimes in these energetic cycles for you, we see a surge of this fire energy. And whenever I see a surge of fire energy like this, I always think this is part of that really intense, like Sagittarius creativity. You know, it really feels like fate. It really feels like you are manifesting your power, like this is your time, right? Let's see what you're doing. Let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is one random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. We're just going to set it over here. We'll put Mr. Ed right on top. And hopefully that card will tie everything together and, give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. Let's look at these energies again, because we've got major, major, major. We have our trinity of major arcana. This is assertiveness. This is the yang energy. This is the kind of dominating, forceful emperor energy. And then we have kind of a more adaptable, flexible, yielding magician, Mercury energy, right? Very, very much a contrast between these two, but we're striving for balance. And I think this is a very good underlying spiritual message for you. We have fire, 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 fire. Not to mention, this is fire. It's the Aries Emperor energy. This is fire. We have water, water. We have no air. We have no earth. It's very straightforward here, right? I think that we're going from this water energy into this fire. Well, let's start at the beginning with the 5 of Wands. You're coming into a very assertive energy right now. I think that you are taking charge of your life. You are not afraid to fight when you need to, right? Now, not literally. I'm not advocating any kind of violence. You're standing up for yourself. You are asserting yourself. You are exuding this kind of confidence and radiance right now. I really feel like your true nature is coming out, and it is, I think, in part, at least, a response to this 4 of Cups in the recent past. It's almost as if we're kind of fed up with a 4 of Cups. No, we want all 9 of them, right? We're just saying this, what to say about the 4 of Cups? Well, I think the 4 of Cups was not a lack of confidence, not a lack of connection, not a lack of creativity, but it wasn't the best that it could be, right? It wasn't terrible. It was okay. I think we felt okay. It's very stable. This is a solid water energy, a solid emotional state, right? Stable. But that's all it is, right? And I think we're coming into this energy that's really meant for us, this power, this assertiveness, this creativity. we're really we're ramping up to something really, really big, right? And I feel like we've had enough of this kind of so-so kind of vibe with things. And we are beginning to realize, to understand that we're meant for so much more. We're not meant to live a kind of mediocre existence, an existence that maybe lacks a little bit of that gusto, a little bit of that passion that we need, right? So, I think we're bringing the fire. I think we're invoking this Five of Wands. We are reaching out to get what we deserve, to actualize our fate, right? Actualize our fate. We do have a couple of fours here. We have Four of Wands, Four of Cups. We go to a Five of Wands and a Six of Wands. There seems to be, and of course up here with the Ace, it seems that we have this kind of linear progression. I'm thinking that this is a lot of intense, creative, confident, fiery energy. This is coming into your life in the next few days. I think this maybe is going to be lasting for 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, maybe a week, right? Maybe the next 7 days are going to be absolutely intense with this fire energy. Now, this isn't just wanton destruction, right? This isn't just being fed up with the Four of Cups and then just having all of this fire and rage and anger. No, this isn't that. This is creativity. This is discipline. This is harmony. This is, yes, power and assertiveness. This is a Five of Wands. After all, we need to know when to fight for ourselves. Fight for our destiny. Fight for our Nine of Cups. This is what we are after, right? This is the fortune and glory for us, okay? We are trying to manifest our happiness, our bliss, our connection, our meaning, our purpose, our fulfillment, our sense of satisfaction, right? It's really satisfied. It's a really satisfied feeling at the end of the day when you have that knowledge, that certainty that you gave that day everything you had, right? It's when you come home from a hard day's work and you're just exhausted, but it's a good kind of exhausted. You've been fighting all day, you come home, and you know it feels good because you are manifesting your life. Now, I don't think there's going to be a lot of conflicts in your life. That's not really what I mean. I guess I mean it's more of an attitude than it is we're fighting against the environment, fighting against other people. No, I don't think that. And one major reason why I don't think that is because this is the only court card. We don't see a lot of court cards here. I don't think there are a lot of other people that you have to kind of rally against or anything like that. I think this is an attitude. This is overcoming our own inertia, our own comfortability. Daring to go out and do battle, right? Daring to go out and dance with the tiger, daring to go out and do something different, to try something new, to assert ourselves, to put ourselves out there in that uniquely Sagittarian way. You see something that sparks your interest, and like an arrow, you shoot straight toward it. Nothing can hold you back. There's no resistance from the atmosphere that can slow you down, right? And that, I think, is a very satisfying feeling. This card, again, this is what it's all about. We're going from Four of Cups, we're fighting for a Nine of Cups. We want a life that is filled. We want to be spiritually fulfilled, physically and mentally, emotionally stimulated and fulfilled and satisfied. We want to feel that we are living a life worth living. And to do that, we, of course, We have to rally maybe against ourselves, right? Maybe against this Four of Cups, which is kind of the anchor that's holding us down a little bit. We have to fight against that, right? And this card says, get up, let's move. Get up, let's dance, right? Princess of Wands, let's dance, right? Let's do something new. Let's try something new. Let's try something that I'm probably terrible at, but I want to do it anyway, right? It's that confidence. It's that you get that crazed look in your eye where you've got that idea and you say, hey, guess what? I know what we're going to do today. Right? We're going to go dance with the tigers. I don't think literally you're doing that. I don't think anybody should. I see that on TV. It seems not so smart. That's the key, though, right? That's why we need this balance here, because the Princess of Wands is not always so smart. Might go dancing with a tiger. It's not the smartest thing to do. So I'm happy that we have this Mercury energy. I'm happy we have this sense of balance, right? It's not just going to the extreme fire, the heat and the intensity. It's going to just kind of melt everything, right? It's going to burn the whole world down. We don't want that. So we've got a sense of balance. We've got a sense of knowing the consequences for what we do, right? And I think that this is perfect for what we're trying to accomplish, for the life that we're trying to lead, for our ultimate goal of getting a Nine of Cups, for pursuing our happiness, right? That feeling we get when we know that we're doing everything we can to follow our bliss, right? To follow our bliss. And this, of course, is the sense of justice, the sense of maybe not justice so much as fairness and balance, right? We try to approach the world with this. We try to do everything in moderation, right? We try to make sure that everybody gets their fair share, right? And I think that this is an underlying principle for you. I think this is an important part of your life, this sense of fairness, of cooperation maybe. But I feel like too much of this becomes a stagnant Four of Cups, where everything is a little bit too equal, right? There's not enough contrast in the world. Everything is just too smooth. The road is too flat. The water is too much like glass. There's no excitement. We want some waves, right? We want some excitement. And not just in an like immediate kind of adrenaline rush, roller coaster kind of way. We want the excitement of knowing that we are stepping into our power, that we are manifesting our creativity, that we are doing something outside of the box. This is the box. This is you starting to reach outside of the box. Yes, we still want to be responsible for our actions. We still want to be aware of how we affect others. This is important. This is good to have. But we also want to be in control of our lives. To be able to say, look, if I'm not satisfied with what I'm doing now, or where I am, or how I feel, or who I am, I'm going to do something about it. No one can do it but me, right? But you. The Emperor is what we're moving into. This is who we're striving to become. Okay, the Emperor of our own lives, our own kingdom. Very strong energy, very assertive. Very disciplined, very almost authoritarian. So we need a little bit of, we need a little bit of this Mercury energy. This is the yielding. This is flexibility. This is adapting, okay? I think now's a good time to move over to the path of the Serpent. And before we get to the Mercury energy more, let's start with this. Start with this 6 here. Now this is a couple of things. This is your general energy. This, I think, is talking about a victory over ourselves. We said with the 5 that it was a rallying right? Against ourselves, against our own inertia, against our own anchors. Whatever these are, the anchor could be anything really, right? Could be a general dissatisfaction, okay? Whatever it might be, this is our anchor. This is us being victorious over ourselves. We've managed to cut away the anchor, right? We're not being weighed down by that block of ice or whatever, block of emotion. All this fire is melting that ice. And now we're getting a free-flowing river here of love and satisfaction and all this kind of stuff, right? So we're achieving a big win over ourselves. But this is also, again, part of this justice or this adjustment card, this sense of fairness, right? Sense of equality. And this is really the card that says, when I can master myself, master my forces, when I can become who I am meant to be, I am helping raise the consciousness of the entire planet, the entire universe. When I win, I help everybody win. We all rise together. Yeah. And I think that this is part of a more philosophic vision that you have, a more long-term progressive kind of vision that you have for the world. What you want to see. You want to see everybody attain, everybody achieve mastery, everybody find their 9 of Cups. Right? So you don't have this attitude of, I'm the winner and you all are losers. I don't think that's how you work. Okay? I think that you're someone who feels like, I only win if we all win. Right? I think that's very important to you. This is, again, it's kind of a fundamental energy. It's down here. It's the root of things here, just like this Libra energy is the root of things over here. Now, the Mercury energy in the environment, the timing, the environment, your relationship to the environment. This is your, really, it's kind of a magical ability. This is your ability to blend in with your surroundings in a way. This is your ability to be really just kind of dropped in any situation, any part of the world, any life, any reality, any world, anywhere. And you'll fit in perfectly. You can blend in to your environment, right? Kind of a chameleon in that way. This is us being very adaptable, right? Very, very adaptable. Any situation at all, you can adjust to it. You can learn to thrive, right? But just because we're capable of all of this adaptation doesn't mean we always want to adapt to everything. Maybe some things need to be changed rather than adapted to. We're adapting to something. It kept us here in this 4 of Cups. The Emperor now is saying, I need to reassess. I need to find the balance between what I'm adapting to, what I'm accepting, what I'm tolerating, and what I can change. It's basically, it's the serenity prayer, right? Give me the strength to change what I can change. I don't remember the serenity prayer, to be honest with you. It's about changing what you can and accepting the things that you can't change, and of course having the wisdom to know the difference, right? Well, that's what we have here with this trinity of major arcana. This is the spiritual lesson. This is asking you, have we been adapting to things that have been basically freezing our lives, anchoring us down, holding us back? Have we been adapting to too much? Adapting to the wrong things? Again, just because you're capable of it doesn't mean you should always do it. Just like you should not always try to assert your will over the environment. We don't want the environment to just kind of absorb us either, right? We've got to know the balance. We've got to have the wisdom to know the difference. We've got to be able to make the adjustments and know moment to moment when to assert and when to just yield and blend in. Now, this Mercury energy in the position of your environment here is also saying that it might be time for you to learn some new skills. Maybe we need to learn. Maybe we are being dropped into a new wilderness somewhere. We've got to learn the language, right? You are adapting to a new environment, one that you maybe are asserting yourself into, inserting or asserting yourself into a new situation, a new environment. We've got to learn the skills that will allow us to adapt here, right? So this is all very, very important energy. It all blends together. Spirit is one spirit, not two, not three. Different functions of the same whole here, right, with these three. I don't know where to put them. And that, I think, is how we are able to accomplish our goals. Four of Wands. We're manifesting our creativity, our fire energy. But now you don't want this. It's in the position of what you don't want. Well, why would you not want this? This is fire and earth. This is you having the creative will, the idea, and, giving it form. Well, I think that we're a little bit reluctant to welcome this energy because what we've established before, or what has maybe been established around us, was this Four of Cups. Now we're kind of leery of the fours, right? So we kind of don't want this. I think if we're the ones that are creating it, if we're the ones with the authority over it, then this is okay. But even something that we create, what if it ends up being another anchor for us? Well, we need the wisdom to know the difference. We need the wisdom to see, right? We still need this trinity of spiritual energy. So I understand why we may not want this card, but I still think this is what we need, as long as it's our will. Here's the Ace of Wands. I really think this is your fate. I think that you are, in the next few days, all of this fire energy, I think, is going to get more and more intense. It's going to require more and more adjustment, more and more adaptation, more and more discipline. But you're discovering, it's up here at the end of the path of the serpent. This is where we're headed. To the discovery of your true will, your true destiny, your fate. Yeah. And I don't believe this is just one particular thing, one achievement, one life, one career, one, I think our destiny, our fate, it's not a static picture of an end result. It's the process itself. And this is the process for you right now. Right? These three. This is the process for you right now. And this is us realizing this, because these three, the spirit is not three, the spirit is one. It's a unity, right? And this all comes from you, from your soul, God, goddess, deity, spirit, whatever you want to call it. I feel like this is our fate, but it's a dynamic fate. It's not a static picture, right? This is the source of it all, and this is how these are the functions by which it manifests. And it manifests in many different ways. With the Four of Wands, it's a temporary stability. We're giving form to the fire, but just for now, right? And this is a card that reminds us that we should never be anchored to anything, really. Let's not be frozen or weighed down by any apparent solidity. Everything is temporary. So it's the idea that your fate is not just one solid, static form. It's not just one thing that you can look at and say, that's my fate. It's the process of creation and dissolution. It's this wheel that turns and turns and turns. Yeah. Let's look at the mystery card now. try to put these back where I found them. If I can remember where they went, I think it was like that. I think that's where we had it. Okay, so mystery card. Mr. Ed, what do you have for us today, sir? I don't know what I'm really expecting here. Maybe the world or universe. Maybe some more of this water energy. You know, I think that would be. I don't think we need any more fire, to be honest with you. I'd like to see either some earth or some very, very vibrant water energy, right? Maybe another 9 of cups. Maybe a 9 of pentacles would be even better, right? Some earth energy, something stabilizing. No, it is a court card. It's the Queen of Wands, the water of fire. It's kind of this card that is now matured into this card. A little bit more experience. We're not so much out here dancing with the tiger anymore. Now we've kind of come to this greater understanding of our life, our purpose, our function. It's basically the Princess of Wands has now had enough experience with this 9 of Cups that they become a Queen of Wands, right? This is someone that has the wisdom, has the experience, the understanding, the compassion, has enough of this water energy to stay humble, to stay connected, to stay compassionate and empathetic, but also to still be a bit of a boss. Yeah. So this is someone with an intense love, intense passion and empathy, compassion. Won't take any nonsense. No nonsense zone here for you now. So I like this. I feel like this is us going through, because again, I think it's the next few days this intensity is going to build, right? And I think the result of this process for you is a real maturing of your creative energy, of your willpower, of your fire, really, right? Of your Sagittarius nature. So I think this is a very, very good card. I want to end with one thing that maybe can calm us down a little bit, and that's going to be an affirmation card here with the language of flowers. I don't know how many of you like these cards. I'm kind of iffy about them. I don't use them very often, but they always have a positive message. Yeah. They always kind of leave us with a very kind of poignant note that we might be able to think about. And this one that fell out is the Agapanthus. I don't know how to say that. Agapanthus? I don't know. Words of love. Speak with your heart. Agapanthus. I don't know. Maybe somebody can help me pronounce that one. Words of love. Speak with your heart. Well, that is kind of what this Queen of Wands does, right? Speak from the heart. Speak from the heart. Not from a 4 of Cups, right? But from your true heart, from your true will, from what's within you, right? Speak it, right? Speak your word. Assert yourself, essentially. But that's what the Queen of Wands is doing, speaking from the heart. People might not always like what you're saying. Well, that's okay, because you're speaking from the heart. I like this. Words of love. And love sometimes is the stern, tough kind of emperor kind of thing, you know? Sometimes it's a 5 of Wands. Anyway, I like it. I like that one. Anyway, Sagittarius, we are going to do an extended reading. If you would like to stick around, click on the link either above or below in the description box. New readings come out every day, 6 a.m. Chicago time. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. Right. I want to thank you for being here, and thank you for letting me read for you.